Do you want to see how easy it is to enrage a community? The physical range DPS are actually supports. Now watch me save myself by providing interesting job gear criticism. No colorful alternative. No female cats or buns. The entire Final Fantasy encyclopedia as reference. Shoot away! Physical ranged jobs are the bread and butter for any angry healer trying to heal them across the arena. And because of that, they are also my favorite job category. Thus, we will begin with my least favorite and move on to my absolute favorite, no questions asked. Bard. The pictomancer of the physical range DPS jobs. The artists among all jobs because they don't just do damage, no. They blow that horn, they pull on their harp, they fiddle that violin, and play a badass theme to boost everybody's damage. And sometimes they shoot arrows, but only sometimes. Their appearance is as random as their songs. In A Realm Reborn, bards appeared as the typical bard in any Dungeons & Dragons campaign. A wide and breezy shirt, colorful pants, lovely accessories, as well as an exclusive hat for the best performer. The choral set, named after musical forms, invites one to stay a while and listen. The Iodo set from Heaven's Word continues the tradition in two ways. First, the name Iodos refers to ancient Greek singers, to remind anyone that bards are performers, and second, they probably just pick up any clothes out of the wardrobe randomly. Turban with hanging feathers, long sleeves, and sock-like boots. Not as over the top as other gear sets. What's wrong, Heaven's Word? In case you still don't get Bard's theme, just look at the Storyteller set from Stormblood. Seems like bards were hired as captains to sail to Hingashi because this set gives Captain Barbossa vibes. Leather boots and gloves, a beautiful coat and a big, majestic hat. Time to set sail! And we arrived in the first. Shadowbringers is supposed to reimagine and pay homage to a Realm Reborn set. How did they redo the choral set? By making it look pretty bland. Dark colored leather pants and coat, a dark green scarf and a black hat. It doesn't have those random bard vibes it used to have and it looks very generic. I could excuse the set as the Philly set may be named after medieval Irish poets. Nope, go sing in the box of shame. And thus we arrive at the Brioso set from Endwalker. It seems the devs tried to combine Shadowbringers and Stormblood set. A long coat with golden accessories, beautiful dark boots and pants, red accents, a scarf and a nice hat. The color pattern reminds me of a very special puppy skinning lady. Bards have finally earned enough money to become the nobles around town. We can all agree that randomness plays a big role in Bard's appearance. They play songs while fighting the end boss, giving their allies a bit of damage boost, encouragement when we face despair, and what happens when encouragement meets randomness? It results in the choral set from A Realm Reborn. No other gear set afterwards really felt like the Bard from the very beginning. Dancer. Light. Music. Passion. This is Dancer for you. They swing those hips and stretch these DPS numbers across the boss room. They and their designated dance partner show how one step can make every enemy lose their will to live. As such, they like to wear traditional skin-showing clothes. The Dancer set was our first gear set we got back in Shadowbringers. And with only one gear set, Dancer became a new highlight for the single reason that the gear extremely changes itself depending on the gender of the character. Both wear a revealing top with long sleeves. And while both have the same slippers, the male dancer has pants covering the legs, the females are showing them. A feather crowns the male head, ribbons are the crowns of the female head. And because the devs really wanted to make sure that they are different, they made the male set blue and dark, while the female one is red and pink. Because why not? This color scheme reappeared in Endwalker's Etoile set. Actually, everything returned. Boots for guys, slippers for ladies, jacket for the males, revealing top for the females, pants for the boys, hot pants for the girls, and of course, blue and red. At least both got a ribbon this time. Dancers not only dance on the battlefield, but also on stage with their partner. As such, I think it's fair to break the rules with this job. The dancer set is the icon for dancers, specifically for female characters. The Etoile set, however, fits the male characters better. Depending on the gender, either Shadowbringers or Endwalker wins this. It's gonna be interesting to see what they will surprise us with in Dawntrail. Machinists. Machinists are simple people. They press a button, the enemy explodes. They summon their queen, the enemy fades. They have bad ping, they die. But they are hard-working people as well, so the gear reflects the magical cowboy meets mechanic fantasy. Heavensward's Machinist set looks like a typical mechanic. A long shirt, big gloves and leathery pants and boots, as well as some nicely fitting goggles. It is really straightforward and practical. What you want is what you'll get. Stormblood brought forth the cowboy fantasy by giving Machinists the Gunner set. The shirt is now a long coat, we got better gloves and boots, and the goggles look similar to sunglasses. Oh boy, I hope Stormblood wasn't teasing us with the cowboy theme. Nah, it ain't fooled us. Shadowbringer's Gunslinger set was the right amount of cowboy fantasy this game needed. I can't begin to explain how much I adore the coat, the long sleeves, and nicely decorated boots. It's sad that Viera nor Rovka can wear the hat and its amazing goggles, but hot damn, it looks amazing. The Pioneer set tried another approach. What if Machinist looked like a steampunk mechanic? The coat got some more decoration and the pants are more visible now. A single scope was added to the goggles. There are more metallic parts overall. An interesting approach, Endwalker. I'm not even going to try hiding it, because I'm in love with the Gunslinger set from Shadowbringers. It just makes Machinists look a lot cooler while still keeping some aspects of its previous incarnations. Time for me and my queen to hunt some outlaws. These were some hot takes, right? But now I close the distance to those ranged jobs. I hope we can all agree that the devs put a lot of time and effort into those designs. With that being said, until the next time, ta-ta!